Baseball's dead.
Rest in peace.
It's 6 a.m. out here on the West Coast. Early wake up.
Out here on the West Coast? Where you out here on the West Coast? I see sunshine in your background. You're not out here on the West Coast.
Dude, that's a fucking, that's a light.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, called the sun. That's not up yet here.
You're an idiot, dude. You're an idiot. You're embarrassing yourself. It's 6 a.m. out here on the West Coast. 6:12 a.m. Local time. We woke up early to bring you some baseball talk. We interrupted.
I woke up early. Jared and Joey are waking up at a reasonable time for young adults. I woke up early. As a father of 3, up at 6 a.m. That's fucking light.
Yeah, I'm
work.
sure
It's
you're
no big
well
deal.
rested after your fucking middle of the playoffs Hawaiian reckless irresponsible vacation that you took.
It was an incredible vacation, a very necessary vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lahaina town, beautiful, just fucking gorgeous this time of year, Jared. If I'm being honest, I've hung out with more sea turtles over the last 7-8 days than I have human beings, and I wouldn't have it any fucking other way.
Yeah, I can see you just not coming back.
Oh, buddy, trust me. My wife looked at me when we were looking at flights, and because I legitimately was like, Oahu for like a week. What's wrong? My wife was like, Dallas, the children have to go back to society. Okay. I was like, but we've got their homework for the next 2 weeks. And she looked at me, she's like, you got their work for the next fucking 2 weeks? And I said, well, I thought it was responsible to get, the week that they were going to miss. And then you just never know. And she was like, so they basically just expected the kids to not show up for like the rest of the fucking year. I was like, no, but in the event we wanted to stay longer, I did what I felt was the right thing to do. So Oahu was calling our name. My fucking wife did not pick up.
That's the other thing too. Like the kids were there, so that didn't sync with a school vacation. You just took them out of school for a week?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Jared, let me tell you, buddy, there's life lessons to be learned in Lahaina that cannot be taught in a Montessori setting.
I
back
believe
in
that.
Simi Valley, California. Okay. There's just, those are facts. So did I replace 6 to 7 days worth of school learning with 6 to 7 days of cultural enrichment, swimming with sea turtles, diving with octopus, being able to actually see reef sharks in the wild from the like, fuck yeah. My 5-year-old's going to go back to school losing her shit because she's so excited to tell people she swam with sharks. And they're going to ask like, oh, you went and like into the cage and into no, motherfucker. I was on top of the water. They were beneath me. I was holding on to my dad's life jacket. We were staring at sharks. That's the kind of shit we were doing. So yeah, fuck school. You heard it here first.
Is octopus plural octopus?
Octopi, baby.
I was going to say it's either octopi, octopussies.
When you are looking at more than one, you are looking at octopus. There are octopus down there.
Okay.
When referencing many, yeah, sure, there were many octopus. There were many octopi. That is an octopi. That is an octopus. I believe they're interchangeable.
Octopus.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa, dude.
Easy, buddy. Yeah, so maybe slightly irresponsible, but I feel like we've weathered the storm. I mean, speaking of weather, it's fucking 87 out of cloud in the sky all week long. Absolutely torched the plantation course, crushed Conopoli as well. It was just a glorious week. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I was curious. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I feel like I would belong there.
I have I've got obviously a special tie to Hawaii. Lived there for almost a year, but the chain, man, the islands just, it's a complete reset. It is.
Did you see the Rock there?
And total reset. Did not see the Rock. I got a couple phone calls I didn't pick up. That may have been.
Yeah, you could have been
one of them, but yeah, no, we couldn't connect there.
I think he was there because it was his mom's birthday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was celebrating having just bought his mom a house.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I didn't. See, I should have answered. Fuck, that probably could have been. That was That was probably the invite to the celebration, to the luau, and there I go. Worried about sea turtles. Sorry, Dwayne, can't make it.
Speaking of celebrations, though, do you find it odd that multiple, if not almost, I don't want to say all, but a vast majority of World Series anniversaries have passed before this World Series has even started? Like, do you think people forgot that? Like I think everyone was like, yeah, I think the Astros and they both won the World Series. Like, there were big celebrations. It was last week. It was really cool.
Is it because of the downtime? Is it because of the downtime the fucking week in between? Has this been the longest period of time in between baseball games?
Between like waiting,
it feels long.
It feels super long. Like, I feel like we're in the off season right now because
there was another round of playoffs that we missed, right? That was supposed to get played that nobody fucking played.
Because I mean, I don't want to say that those series were intense. They weren't intense. The Astros 1-4, the Phillies 1-5, but I think America wanted the Yankees to get eliminated, so there was that big jubilation payoff, that feeling of relief that the Yankees are gone. So like, as a baseball fan, you experience the end. Like, the Yankees are out, that's the end. And then if you're a Philly fan, I mean, they went absolutely ballistic in Philadelphia after the Phillies clinched the pennant. So in a way, they probably felt like they already celebrated a World Series. So everyone's already shot their load. We're going into this World Series and it's like, wait a second, wait, I gotta fuck you again?
Baseball fans were essentially Alex Bregman after 2017, realizing that Justin Verlander was still on the team.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's coming back. Oh, that's fantastic. Baseball fans were like, well, hey, look, Phils are in, Yanks are fucking out. This is great. This is great. Right on. And then a fucking week went by and people were like, hey, fuck, what? Wasn't there supposed to be another series? Like, where's the games go? Who's playing? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We got the World Series left. That's right. Okay. All right. We're back.
It must be so weird to be. Astros have played 7 games in 21 days.
That's just so weird for baseball. Like
23 days.
23 days. 23 days. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you divvy up these games. 23 days have gone by and you've only played 7 baseball games. That is just a very tough, awkward schedule to deal with physically and mentally. When I say physically, you're thinking, well, don't you got a lot of time to rest in there? We've talked a lot about the rest period, and sometimes that affects guys positively and sometimes that affects guys negatively. Guys want the timing. Guys want to just stay in repetition. Other guys would love to say, hey, give me fucking 2 days to put my feet up, relax, get over this leg, get over this back, this arm issue, whatever it may be. And now they hit the ground running again, kind of recharged. But you got to find that balance between that. That's where the live BP, the sim games come into play. Just trying to stay sharp, do everything you can. But 7 games that they have won, because they haven't fucking lost Nan game in the postseason over 23 days. That could be an interesting storyline going into this last run is, hey, the Astros have been kicking the shit out of everybody. Is there anything to a lull, to not being active? And I think this World Series, should the Astros continue to roll the way they have, I think they could put to bed a lot of those questions that I think continually pop up when we talk about days off and how it affects guys. Because you're watching a team who is absolutely terrifying for their opponents, and they're well rested. I mean, just there's a lot that goes into that. But I mean, this World Series has a lot of great lines, great storylines that are just waiting to be brought to life.
The Astros haven't lost in 25 days.
That's a cool vibe. That's a great vibe in a clubhouse. Like, for a month, we don't know what it's like to lose.
Yeah.
But if they lose 1, They might get confused. They might get
confused.
We've lost one game in a month. Like, we don't even know what that. Like, I think that's supposed to happen. We're not really sure.
Did you see?
Happened to us
Did you see the Kyle Tucker quote?
No, huh?
They're so used to not losing that they're just openly talking about like, yeah, like, you know, it'd be cool to just win 4 games and get the fuck out of here. This is Kyle Tucker.
I don't know. Hopefully, we just win in 4 and make it easy as possible for us. But I mean, they're really good team, so it might go a little longer. So, I mean, we're hoping to get it out of the way early, but we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully, we just win in 4 and make it easy.
Listen.
I don't know. Hopefully, we just win in 4 and make it easy as possible for us. But I mean, they're a really good team, so it might go a little longer. So, I mean, we're hoping to get it out of the way early, but we'll see.
Hopefully, just win in 4. We just want to get it out of the way early.
Someone interrupted Kyle Tucker's Twitch stream to ask him a fucking ridiculous question. Is how that sounded. Kyle Tucker, they're like, so thoughts on how this series is going to go? Do you think you guys match up evenly? Well, where do you think you're going to run into problems here? He's like, what? No, probably just going to do this like 4-game thing. Like, this is kind of like we had a 4-game set in Detroit in June, and yeah, this kind of feels the same. That like. He's not directly disrespecting the Phillies, and he's not doing it indirectly.
Lost in one of the Dallas laughs there is he says they're a really good team. But
it might take a little longer.
Hopefully we just win it in 4 or, make this as quick as possible. We just want to make it as pain-free as we can.
That is just so... You have... You know what you have to do? You have to be on a team that hasn't lost a baseball game in a month to feel that way.
Yeah.
And that's how they all feel, dude. That's how they all feel.
Do you think the Astros are going into this thinking there's no chance we lose this World Series despite how the Phillies have played this October?
I think they respect the fact that the Phillies are playing the way they're playing at this moment in time. And if there's anybody who understands the danger of a team clicking on all cylinders at the right time, it's got to be the Houston Astros, because they themselves have been in that spot before where they're just unbeatable. I mean, they're there now, so they know what it feels like to walk into battle feeling like you're not going to lose a single soldier. Like we are walking through, all 300 of us are walking into this fire, and all 300 are walking out.
Damn.
That's got to be the feeling for the Phillies right now. Why wouldn't it be? They've got everything going well for them. Bullpen, fucking check. Boys on the bump blowing cheese, check. Lineup banging, check. Bryce Harper, ready to reel in his first World Series MVP, check. You've got every fucking reason, if you're a Philly, to believe that you will be the motherfucker on the top of this mountain, planting the flag when it's all said and done. And the Houston Astros know what that's like. So I don't think that's why I just laughed, is because there's no direct disrespect from Kyle Tucker. That is a matter of being insulated in the world the Astros have created for themselves, where nobody's kicking dust. Like, they're the top dog. They're alpha. They know that. So it's an acknowledgement of what the other team is capable of, but it's an understanding that if we do what we know we're capable of doing, nobody else is a factor. And that should always be the mindset as a competitor. I don't care if it's tennis and you're the 100th ranked player in the world squaring off against number 1 center court. You have to believe that in that moment, right then and there, that motherfucker on the other side of the net, they're in for it. They have no idea what's coming. So I think the Astros respect it. The Astros also understand exactly who they are. So it's not a matter of, oh, Phillies, look, that's cute, you're playing great baseball right now. They're dangerous, and they understand that they're dangerous. That's why this series, like, because then you go, I don't know I know we didn't have anything drawn up on how we wanted to break this down, but when you start going across the board and matching up, like, as I talked about, whether it's rotations, bullpens, lineup depth, there's a lot of different things that factor into how this series is going to go. But just like nuts on the table, I don't know that it weighs heavily one way or the other.
In terms of what, momentum or just roster depth.
I would say a combination of momentum, Joe. Like just not getting into the numbers where we are comparing like across the board, position by position, arm for arm in the bullpen, rotation matchups, and things like that. Like there's a way that you can arrive at an educated answer to who is going to be the leader there, to who you like better. But I think when it comes to the postseason, like I just said, you got to throw a lot of that stuff. I don't want to say throw it out the window, but that stuff kind of has to take a backseat to what you're seeing right here, right now. And that's what this fucking Phillies lineup's doing. Like, you got to pay attention to us.
It's crazy. It's like there's like both these teams have a different type of momentum where the Phillies are like, wow, Phillies. And the Astros are more like, let's go.
We've been here. You know, like the Astros are the, like if you're thinking about a horse race, the Astros are the vet close to the rail. Or maybe they're the vet starting outside and they're like, look, we know what kind of work needs to be done here. We've been here before. No problem. And the Phillies are that young yearling. They're in the fucking stall. They're fucking kick. They're fucking ready to go. Let this fucking gate open. I'm flying out to a lead. And it's because he's won the first fucking 2 legs of this Triple Crown. He's like, yo, this is the last one here. And I get the roses around the neck. People love me. It's great. I get sent out to the pasture just banging Phillies left and right. Fucking holler at me. Let's do this. So both horses know exactly what race is in front of them. It's just a matter of who settles into their lane earlier and figures out how they need to run this race based on how things are going. Whether it's, all right, we've got some matchups in the bullpen that are really favoring us here. We have no problem getting to those early. Or it's a matter of, look, we got to let Wheeler and Nola give us everything they've got. We might not be able to afford to match, whatever it may be. But I think you're right. I think that's a great point that both teams feel momentum just maybe a little differently right now.
Definitely different. I think the energy, I don't even know how you could really explain it other than if you're the Astros, you're expecting to win. Like, I don't know how, like, this World Series could go both ways and neither would surprise me, which I think is rare for a World Series, especially when you have a team as good as the Astros that are in it. Like Houston, I could see Kyle Tucker's premonition coming to fruition where the Astros just steamroll 4 straight. See you later. We go untouched as World Series champs. But I could also see a world where that quote goes viral and gets retweeted after the Phillies win the World Series in 5 or 6 games. You know, it's like the energy of them being like, not necessarily underestimating their opponent, but when you hear Bryce Harper talk about this World Series, he's like, let's fucking go. Like, I don't give a shit about this NLCS MVP in the National League pennant. Like, I'm ready to win a World Series. And then you have Kyle Tucker, the Astros being like, we're just trying to get out of here as early as possible, man. Like, we want to get this thing over with so we can go home.
Well, and that's the thing is you can't fault, like I said, you can't fault Kyle Tucker for being of that mindset because that's what they have done. That's a byproduct. That is a reward, Jared, for putting yourselves in the position you're in as a team. That mindset, that is the fruit of your labor. Being in such a place mentally where you can look at the game's biggest 7-game series and say, and basically boil it down to just wanting to win the next 4 games and get the fuck out of here. Like I got Tahiti coming up around the corner. Like, can we just get these fucking 4 games over with, please? Okay. I got a nice little hut out on the ocean. I'm trying to fucking chill, but I got to get these 4 out of the way first. Let's just do that. Yeah. It's a great place to be mentally. And like Joey said, too, it's a great point about momentum for both teams just feeling a little different. It's almost like the Phillies are chocked full of that blue collar worker momentum right now.
Yeah.
Like we've had to roll the sleeves up to get here. We've been punched on the way here. We've punched back on the way here, but we feel really fucking good about how we're looking right now. And
if you feel that good about it, then you should fucking head on over to the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Done and done.
Yeah, because it's time for October baseball. And I'm betting on the action with the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the World Series. Right now, DraftKings Sportsbook has a championship-worthy offer that you cannot miss. New customers can bet just $5 on any World Series game and win $200 in free bets if your team wins. If you want to boost your winnings, check out DraftKings Same Game Parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs that you add, the more money you can win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the promo code Jared, Jared, and bet $5 to win $200 in free bets if your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code Jared. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission. Okay. World Series starts tonight between the American League champion Houston Astros and the National League champion Philadelphia Phillies. On the bump in game one, Aaron Nola versus Justin Verlander.
There's a storyline.
Yep. In game two, Zach Wheeler. The Astros have not named a game two starter, but that would probably be Fromber.
Oh, Framber.
Yeah.
Fromber Valdez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just start with the Verlander Nola.
Yeah, why not?
We're all aware of Justin Verlander's issue here.
That he sucks in the World Series?
Well, it's
a good problem to have. It's a good problem. Imagine having that great of a sample size in the World Series that people can say that you suck there.
Well, yeah, one, I get it. Spin zone. Two, law of averages. Jared, law of averages say a good one's coming.
Mm-hmm. He's due.
A good one's coming.
Mm.
And we're talking about a guy who's probably going to reel in his third Cy Young.
Yep. Should be like his sixth.
Yeah, fucking hang with him, bud. That is a big deal. That is a big conversation point because you've got the opponent in the Philadelphia Phillies asking themselves, is Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola enough? Are they going to be enough coupled with Ringer Suarez? I mean, so you got the Phillies asking if they've got two arms and can that be enough? Well, what are the Astros asking? Because they've got arms, but now it's a matter of which arm shows up in Justin Verlander or what kind of, because the numbers are what they are, boys. The numbers are what they are for Verlander in the World Series. He has not recorded a win in a World Series game and has an ERA north of 5, might even be north of 5.5. So
I thought it was north of 6. I thought it was like 6.5, 640.
I thought it was like 5.5 something. I don't know. Either way, it ain't fucking great. 5.5, 6.5. I'm going to hate to shortchange the Hall of Famer, but I'm going to say 5.5 because I
sounds like you think he sucks.
I just can't imagine it being 6.5. I could be fucking wrong though.
I thought it was 6. The number that I had in my head was 640. I'm going to find it right now.
All right, find it because I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like 5 something, 5.8 or something.
568.
There you go, 5.68. Anyway, if Verlander
0-6
doesn't give them a Verlander-esque outing that you got to believe they're kind of banking on, well, then that makes things a little more interesting because now you start to work your way into another conversation point that I wanted to have, which is which guys in these bullpens are going to, or let me say this differently. Whoever in these bullpens can neutralize the meat and potatoes of the opponent's lineup, that is going to be a huge, huge deal. Because if Verlander can't give you the Verlander-esque outing, and now a guy like Alvarez is going to be hunting against guys who perceivably lesser opponents, who were you tabbing to get him out in those big spots? And is it going to be the same guy? So we're looking at you, Alvarado. Do you win the matchups? Do you win the matchups against Tucker and Alvarez? Are you walking away? Because if so, well, now the Phillies look just a little more scarier. Now the Phillies feel like that counter punch has got some sock behind it, as opposed to just trying to touch you and create space. Now the Phillies are looking like, no, you want to throw your Framber left hook, throw your Kyle Tucker haymaker? Well, we're going to fucking bob and weave with Alvarado and come back with a little 1-2 piece for you ourselves. If that starts to become something that they can rely on, well, it's just that one outing from Justin Verlander that didn't go well that opened up the door for that matchup to occur early enough to instill the confidence early enough in that Philly bullpen that says, we can go. We can absolutely go. Because what are they going to do? Bring Verlander back after he got touched up game 1? Fucking bring it. That's what the Phillies are going to be thinking. So if you don't get that matchup going your way early for Houston, I don't want to say it could throw shit off, but it's kind of like walking into the ring with a game plan and getting punched in the face and having to figure out whether or not that game plan you walked in there with was going to be the one that you were going to be able to ride out.
I like
game one.
I like the Phillies starting on the road. I think that's kind of a weird advantage for them because, like,
it is
the way they play at home. They haven't lost at home since
in the playoffs.
They haven't lost at home since October 3rd. No, September 28th. It's been 1 month.
Are two wildly different dates, Joe.
Well, that's 5 days apart. 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's been 1 month since they lost at home.
So the Astros haven't lost a game in a month. The Phillies haven't lost a game at home in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
I would like if I had the choice, if I were the Phillies and I had the choice, like they won like a coin flip like they do in the Super Bowl, you can receive it. I would choose starting in Houston, because if you can split there and then you have those 3 straight games at home, I love where I'm at on the other side of that, I think.
Well, because you want to tell yourself that we can take 2 out of 3 in Houston, and you want to tell yourself that, look, get us back to Philly for 1. Get us back to Philly for 1 if that's the case. But I think this conversation we're having right now plays into what Joey said earlier about the odd momentum that the Phillies have. So yeah, we've had to go on the road. We've had to do this postseason. That's not a big deal. So us starting in Houston doesn't matter. We'll split there. Take it back to the bank, 2 out of 3, and now what we're going to do is win 1. You're asking us to win 1 back in Houston. We've already done that. And again, if they're going to be looking for that 1 game, who are they going to be squaring off against? A guy they've probably already beat. So this game 1 is really important in my mind for the Houston Astros.
Dallas Braden, you heard it here first. Whoever wins game 1 of the World Series is winning the whole fucking thing. That's what Dallas Braden just said.
I mean, it could be misconstrued for that, but
no, that's what you said.
Well, you know who else chokes in the World Series?
Who?
No one wants to say it. Dusty Baker.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Wow.
Nobody wants to say it, man.
Why are you aiming at Dusty right now?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Because, like, I just had to, like, just say the facts because everyone's too afraid to say anything bad about Dusty. And I get it. First tie 5 of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Got fucked by Bartman.
Yeah.
He,
Tim Salmon.
Salmon and K-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
They fucked him.
Yeah.
Phillies are next in line. The Phillies want to be the next person to fuck Dusty Baker.
Yeah. Could happen.
I mean, I got to believe the managerial matchup sways in the favor of the Houston Astros here.
Really?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I mean, you look at a guy that comes in, a team is, 7 games under 500 and takes him to the World Series and immediately gets an extension. Well, he got an extension, I think, before the regular season was even over?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's obviously a much smaller sample size here that we're talking about, but
I mean, come on. Who would you rather have your manager be? Dusty Baker or Rob Thompson?
I like a guy that's got wristbands of himself.
Yeah,
like
dude.
I kind of like that.
So I will always ride with Dusty. That's my number one favorite thing about Dusty Baker is that he wears and has worn wristbands of himself for fucking 20 years. It's beautiful.
But if I do that, then what do you say?
Well, you're a dickhead. Sorry.
I'm gonna get wristbands of myself.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that because that's also another one of the storylines that people gravitate towards is Dusty. Can he get it? We want him to get it. I mean, I want him to get it just, Bay Area ties, knowing the guy, having a lot of love for him. Yeah, I don't know that it's in this series what's going to be. I really think because of the weapons in the lineup and the weapons in the bullpen, managing those are going to be the separator.
Well, I guess, when you would break down two potential opponents in a World Series, you would go down the list and check boxes. Which lineup are you taking? Which bullpen are you taking? Which rotation are you taking? I think it's the Astros across the board. But how big really is the gap? Is the gap astronomical? Not to use a pun, but I feel like
I think it's like this. I think it's if the Kyle Tucker fantasy comes to life and we only see 4 games of this World Series, is it fair to say that the games could very well be a 4-2, 5-3, 3-0?
All I'm saying right now is that yes, the Astros have not lost a game this postseason, but they have not been bludgeoning teams to death. Every game against the Mariners was very close. The Yankees are not a good fucking team. Those games were pretty close. So what happens when you run up against a team like the Phillies, who have been playing really good baseball, just put up a 10 spot in the NLCS against the Padres? I think that this series is going to be a lot closer than I think people realize because everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid of the Astros haven't lost in a month and blah, blah, blah. They have the better rotation, bullpen, and lineup. Okay, but how big are the gaps? That's the question.
You can blame Joey. Joey's whipping up fucking red drink and throwing red drink down everybody's throat.
Yeah.
That's why people are looking at that.
I'm looking for my towel, dude. I lost my towel.
Undefeated over a 25-day stretch are the Houston Astros. But that's why I said exactly what I said is Kyle Tucker's fantasy comes to life. They win 4 games. All 4 of those games could very well be decided by 4 to 5 runs or less in totality. You could have a very tight 4-game series that doesn't look tight at all because it's like, well, we were supposed to play at least 5 of these, right? Well, no, we only needed 4 to decide it. They weren't ass whippings, but they were those are games that the balance of the teams sort of play out. Oh, you got just a little bit better performance on the mound from your starter. Couple of guys in your lineup got the big hit as opposed to the other guys not getting the big hit. And wouldn't you know it, the bridge to the back end of the bullpen or the back end of the bullpen, because remember your starter gave you that 7-inning performance, happens to perform where the other teams happens to falter. Because that bullpen's exposed for 3 innings, 9-10 outs as opposed to just 6.
Dude, I feel like it's almost better to win the way the Astros have been winning, where it's like you're getting little breaks here and winning because they must feel like they're gods. They just can't lose. Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens. If they fucking lose, wrong. The wind will show up. The wind is just going to win it for them. That's how they feel.
The wind is going to win it for them.
I'll say this.
The roof is closed.
Is that what they said?
Yes. The roof is closed.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Manfred already made the decision.
He can go back on it. He's the top jog.
He is. Manfred is the top G.
The roof is closed. There he said. Old Booby Nightingale tweeted it the other day.
Is that the guy no one trusts? So why are we listening to Boob?
Because I think if he fucked this up, someone would have corrected him by now. It's been 24 hours.
I feel like, I know Rob. Like Rob's a good like practical joker. He might just try to crack one on Boob real quick. Be like, he's just waiting for a tweet.
Did you just drop a Rob in reference to old Uncle Manfred?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
I'm not gonna call him Bob. I don't know him that well. I know, or Robert. Good old Robert Manfred. Robbie.
Good old Bob Manfred.
Bobby Manfork.
Yeah. I got distracted because Roger Maris Jr. tweeted again.
It's your fault. You got his alerts on. That's disgusting.
No,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You
I don't even
fucking lie.
I don't even follow him. You have to.
So you're just disengaged, just scrolling Twitter while we talk. Okay.
Well, that's part of my job is to stay eyes to the Twitter to make sure that I got my finger on the breaking news button.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Roger Maris Jr. has tweeted.
Yeah. Just in case there's breaking. This is the fucking World Series, Dallas. You gotta get your head in the game. If there's something like, what if it was like,
why don't
hey,
you get your head out of Roger Maris Jr.'s ass?
Someone tagged me in his fucking tweet. Someone tagged me in it, and I saw it. And we'll, you know what? Let's break down that tweet right after these words because we got to talk about Blue Moon. What?
I just read the tweet and I just read your response.
Let's talk about Blue Moon, Dallas.
I'm fucking in. I can smell the hints of coriander right now.
Yeah, okay. All right. Baseball and beer go hand in hand, and Blue Moon is the perfect playoffs companion with its bold flavor, bright explosion of color, iconic orange slice ritual, and authentic ballpark roots. In fact, Blue Moon was born in a ballpark at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado. I'm actually going there straight from my vacation. I'm going on vacation from November 13th to the 20th and then flying from Austin, Texas to Denver to go to the Blue Moon Brewery.
Did you just say you're vacationing in Austin, Texas?
Yes.
People do that all the time, man.
Yeah,
this guy's all fucking Hawaii. I thought you were from Stockton, dude. Now you go to Hawaii. Now you're Mr.
Yeah,
fucking,
this guy's vacation
Austin.
shaming. Guy swims with one fish. And now, if there's not aquatic life as a part of your relaxation, then you're just a peasant.
No,
it's okay. Vacation shaming.
Keep it.
Put a pin in it.
Austin.
From a playoff berth to a world championship, a Blue Moon guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer experience every single time. We'll be drinking Blue Moons all weekend watching the World Series. We have Blue Moons in Philly, Blue Moons in Seattle, now Blue Moons in Boston. From its refreshing flavor with Valencia orange peel for a subtle sweetness and hints of coriander, Blue Moon Belgian White is a one-of-a-kind beer that's made brighter. It's carefully crafted and full-flavored with refreshing notes in a smooth, creamy finish. Why strike out with the same old beer when you can get something that's one of a kind, best served with a signature orange garnish to showcase its beautiful hazy color? A beer this good only comes around once in a blue moon, but you can enjoy it all season long. Break out of your same old beer slump. Blue Moon Belgian White is one of a kind every time. Get Blue Moon Belgian White delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket to see your delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket. Blue Moon. Made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado Ale.
Moon me, Jake.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is the problem with going to Austin?
Well, you just said you used the word vacation.
Yeah,
and then you used Austin, Texas in the same sentence. I just wasn't
I
sure.
just got like a really sick Airbnb. Like my idea of a great vacation is like being in a jacuzzi, the pool, just like chilling out, like not going anywhere, just hanging out with my pals. Like that's what I'm going to do. We're not like sightseeing. Nothing about my vacation has anything to do with anything that's outside of the Airbnb that we rented.
Yeah,
like we're not going anywhere. We're not seeing anything. I don't give a fuck.
Austin, here we come.
Well, one of my best friends from home lives in Austin, and he keeps saying, "Come visit." So I was like, "All right, fine, whatever. I'll make a week out of it. Just go down there and chill." So that's what I'm doing.
All right.
What? I don't care for like Aruba or like the Bahamas. Like that's not me.
Those places suck.
Yeah, see, they suck, dude.
Overrated, dude.
This is not what I'm into. That's not my.
Look, you catch me. Yeah, you give me a fucking. You give me a Cracker Barrel and a Piggly Wiggly, and I'm fucking in. That right there says escape.
I mean, it is. You should see the house. It's beautiful.
I believe it. I believe it. You get a good spread out in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the house. I can see the house now, man. I can picturing it.
Yeah, it's like, beautiful. I'm gonna send you guys videos and be like, "You guys wish that you were here. Obviously, you can't come. Not invited."
Oh,
speaking of not being invited anywhere, Roger Maris Jr. tweeted, "I hope Aaron Judge stays a Yankee. He is the face of the greatest franchise in sports." 27. What the fuck does that like? Why did he throw a 27 in there?
27 rings, baby.
I understand that that's what 27 is, but that is so. I hope Aaron Judge stays a Yankee. He is the face of the greatest franchise in sports. 27.
It's just a reminder. Like that's why they're the greatest franchise in sports. Just 27.
He will be made captain. Yankees have the money. My dad always said there is not a better place to play than Yankee Stadium. A full career in pinstripes means something in Monument Park. Shut the fuck up.
Daddy.
This guy sucks.
Daddy always said Yankee Stadium was like a box of chocolates.
Like,
sometimes you could melt down and they'll fucking boo you and throw you away.
This guy is so he loves the smell of his own farts. He always has to talk about his dad because no one gives a fuck about what he has to say. Just shut the fuck up and go away now. Like your dad is 8th on the all-time home run list. 8th. Who cares?
Jared, you know who's to blame for this?
Who?
Well, I could start with you, but I don't want to. I'll maybe start with Major League Baseball.
You're blaming me for this?
That gives him the platform, right?
I love that 27 just came out as a tick in his tweet.
Yep. Major League Baseball gave him the platform. They paraded him around during the chase. That was all he needed to feel like everything he says moves mountains now. That's it. That's why. And then because you continue to give him his own segment on the podcast, I mean, it grows. The legend of RG2 or RM2 grows. Or RJ.
You think he has Aaron Judge's number? He's just texting Judge all the time.
He just never it's just all blue bubbles. Hey, Judgy, it's me again. We really love you here in New York. It's like, bro, you don't even live in New York.
Where
does he live? I want to know.
The responses are just a THX.
Yeah,
thumbs up attached to the last.
He just likes the messages. Like he doesn't even actually respond.
Yeah, there was some great back and forth early on when, Judge was like, yeah, man, look, means a lot to me to be able to break this record with you guys there. I know what this record means, but like that happened early. And then you got to know that wears off. You got to know that once that has happened, once that exchange has occurred, there's not going to be any more than that. Like you're not now pen pals. You're not forever linked with Aaron Judge. But like that's not what this is. That's not what it ever was going to be.
Just a reminder, he didn't hit any home runs.
None. He didn't have any of those. None of those are his homers.
None. Like it would be totally different if this is Roger Maris tweeting. All right, sure. He hit the homer. I mean, he's a little annoying, but I mean, he hit the homer. This is his fucking son who didn't hit any home.
Rollover homers, Jared. They're rollover homers, and they count for him.
That's how he treats it. He treats them like rollover homers. Like I have in my dad's will, I inherited his home runs.
I get the homers.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm down for that.
We should make a baseball reference page for Roger Maris Jr.
just transfer all of his dad's stats to it.
No, just put zeros for every year ever. 27 rings though.
27, yeah.
27 rings.
It was a very funny tweet. 27 just came out as a tick.
Are you done hating Roger Maris Jr.?
Never. I fucking hate that guy so much. The fact that he like won't go away is.
I say you invite him out to Austin, make some good memories.
Where do you think he lives?
I don't know. Probably somewhere closer over to there. East Coaster? No?
He gives off like
he gives off some strong like Pennsylvania vibes.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I can
Yeah.
definitely see Pennsylvania.
Like Pennsylvania, Ohio vibes.
He gives off Arkansas vibes.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think that's
I'm done talking about Roger Maris Jr. on the fucking morning of Game 1 of the fucking World Series.
Let's go. Yeah. If you want to stay on the topic of the Yankees, Buster Olney had some interesting comments about Aaron Judge's free agency that's coming up. Well, first of all, Aaron Judge had some. He's referring to himself as a free agent. He said more. How I interpret it was, I can't wait to get out of this fucking place.
Gonna get something done before spring training, and I'm a free agent. We'll see what happens.
Sounds to me like he wants nothing to do with coming back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Jared. I mean, he said it. He said in plain English, I'm not going to the Yankees.
Listen
I've
again,
always
Dallas.
been a Red Sox fan.
Listen again, Dallas.
Gonna get something done before spring training, and I'm a free agent. We'll see what happens.
No, it was clear the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. He's done.
It. Like
dude.
you could just hear him in his mind, like not high-fiving himself, but almost like, oh, there, I said it. Like he knew, like, all right, when they ask this question, this is the answer I'm firing off. Couldn't get it done in spring training, and look at me now. Now I'm a free agent. And we all know that means now the Yankees better get their shit together, and they better come correct, because there's going to be other teams who are interested. And I've done everything I told them I was going to be willing to do, which is bring the conversation to a halt if it doesn't get done in spring training. And then if it can't be done by then, I will become that free agent, and they will have to move forward as such. And we all know that last part of that is just a matter of formality for guys who are entering this phase, a la the Garrett Cole Boris hat after the fucking game. Like, that's a move these guys have to make. That's a business comment. That's all that is let me just remind everybody, as well as the most important players in this, the Yankees, that I'm a free agent, and that I know that I'm a free agent. So I'm just acknowledging what we all know, but I have to do it, because if I don't, then everybody feels like, oh, the Yankees got the one up, and I can't even let the Yankees feel like they've got the inside track here, because that would be a poor business decision on my behalf as a player. So I've got to remind the free world that I am ripe for the picking. Who wants me? Come correct. That's what that is.
Old Buster Olney. I think I didn't get the Passan audio. Passan was on the Michael K show. But Buster Olney was on the Michael K show, and I think this is from his podcast that they played on the Michael K show.
A judge is going to love free agency. Wouldn't you agree, Michael?
I think the price that Hal's going to pay will be extricated in the Judge negotiations, where they felt like in the spring, look, we're going to stand on this 7-year, $213.5 million offer, $30.5 million, which they felt was fair because they were making him the second highest paid position player. I think in these negotiations, they're essentially going to have to wave the white flag, go to Judge, blank check. Look, we're going to make you the highest paid position player. We're going to pay more than Mike Trout, who makes $36 million a year. We're going to give you absolutely believe that Judge is going to go back to the Yankees, and they believe that the Yankees will not let him get away, especially given the needs of this moment for the owner.
If I'm Aaron Judge right now, I know that I have got the New York Yankees by the balls.
Mm-hmm.
I've got you by the fucking balls. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got your home run king's kid out here dick riding me. You got every fan in the building who had the audacity to boo me the last 2 weeks I was a Yankee, clamoring for me because they know they need me. You know you need me. And there has been nothing that has shown up in your favor that tells me that I'd be fucking up if I don't re-sign here. What? Like, you understand? I believe there was a player who put it into perspective a little earlier this season, Jared. Aaron Judge is the product. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So when Hal and Cashman go to the store and they know what they want, they pick out their product. And in order to pick out the product and walk home with it, you gotta pay for it. You gotta buy that product. Aaron Judge is that product right now.
Mm.
You tell me right now who else in that clubhouse, Garrett fucking Cole included, is supposed to be a Yankee more than Aaron Judge. Nobody. There was
Garrett Cole
nobody on
grew
that
up a
team.
Yankee fan.
What's that?
Garrett Cole grew up a Yankee fan. Remember?
Fantastic. You know what?
Bader's from the Bronx.
Bader's
I
from the
don't give a
Bronx.
shit. Neither
The
one of
fans
those
do.
dudes had the New York Yankees organization putting together the judges' chambers 10 minutes into his arrival.
If you were
That
to
wasn't
ask
happening.
Yankee fans right now, who would you rather have next year, Harrison Bader or Aaron Judge? 95% of fans are saying Harrison Bader.
It's more value. I mean,
It's
you
all,
get him
it's,
on the
not,
cheap.
it's all about what you do in the playoffs, bro. This is the Bronx.
In a-
This is about the chase
serious-
for 28. This is about the chase for 28. Who showed up in the playoffs? Harrison
On a
Bader. Where was
serious
Aaron
note-
Judge?
On a serious note, you could probably ask that question right now, and we would get a double-digit percentage of people that would vote for Harrison Bader.
Yeah.
That's
He's one
but
of
that's
us,
Yan-
dude. He's one of us.
That's
He actually
exactly.
shows up in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the Yankee fan. So right now, Aaron Judge could not be in a better place. Why? Because you've got one of the gems out on the West Coast in the San Francisco Giants, who you could easily get away with calling them a hometown team because of the proximity to Linden, California, who are supposedly in the running and will not miss on Aaron Judge, will
Mhm.
not let him ever entertain thoughts of leaving the West Coast once they get him in the building. So if you've got that going for you on one side, and it's clear and obvious what you mean to the most storied franchise in all of sports,
Yankees lose.
and they definitely lose if they don't start 2023 with Aaron Judge.
There might be a war if they don't sign Aaron Judge.
I'm telling you
They-
right now, Yankee fans do not want him back.
They don't want. Yeah.
They saw that playoff performance and they're like, he can get gone if that's how it's going to be.
But I do. It's an interesting, and this is where if you know Aaron Judge, I feel like you would have a whole lot more information. You'd have a hell of a lot more meaningful inside track to the decision-making process if you understand what Aaron Judge really wants. Because what was it? He hit the homer it was at home. He hit the homer at home against Cleveland and looked at the camera and just kind of like pointed, right? Like, my house. Like, this is
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
I think he hit the home run in Cleveland, but there was like a moment in Yankee Stadium, I think after he scored a run where he like took the Yankee
Oh,
logo
yeah.
and kissed it.
okay, whatever that was. So you see little shit like that. But see, that's where you have to wonder.
Well, that's a business decision. He's pandering. He's leaving
Playing
those
chess. Playing
images
chess.
behind, being like, if I don't come back here, look at my last images as a Yankee. I clearly wanted to stay here, and they didn't make it happen. Like, that's not on me, because he wants to protect. He doesn't want everything that he built in New York to be gone once he leaves. Like, he wants to be able to come back and be a sympathetic character.
Well, but there's nothing. That's the thing is, the fans, they don't count anymore. After they just did what they did to him the last 2 weeks, like, they don't count anymore. Like I just did what I did. If I'm Aaron Judge, I just did what I did for this franchise while wearing a Yankee uniform. And the lasting images from Yankee fans are you telling me I'm terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Are you booing me? And I've said it how many times, Jared? I say it every year. There's two things people don't give a shit about in this game of baseball. That's what you did yesterday and last year. What are you doing right now? What have you done from your and the Yankee fans have forever taken that to the next level. Right? You could break the most hallowed record in franchise history and in the same season slip in the postseason, and they don't care. Fuck you. You're dead to them. They don't care. So are you worried about what your legacy looks like or feels like in the minds of those types of people?
No.
I don't know how much weight guys put into that, because I would look at it and say they would probably appreciate what you've done 15 years from now and not worry about that. Just like you're not worried about their opinion.
No. And I don't think that, out of all the people that were not making excuses for Yankee fans, it was Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was like, yeah, it's the Bronx. What are you going to do? But deep down, I'm sure he's like, yeah, fuck these people. I just hit 62 goddamn home runs. I'm about to win the MVP over Shohei Ohtani. And you're going to boo me? We're not even here if it's not for me. We don't even make the fucking playoffs if it's not for me. And yeah, I don't know that that's reason to not take a paycheck, but I'm sure it's not something he's going to forget either.
Shout out to Yankees fans, though, for sticking to their guns, because they're essentially acknowledging what they were arguing against the entire season, which is one guy can't do it all. One guy can't do it all. You're mad at Aaron Judge because he couldn't carry your entire fucking team.
Mm-hmm.
You're mad at Aaron Judge because he couldn't do all of it offensively. And obviously he couldn't even begin to start to help you out on the mound. And so you're hating him for that. You hate him for that. That's why you booed him. Think about that. Everything that he was shitting on during his MVP campaign, which is why I said what I said about Yankees fans, everything that Aaron Judge did this season was essentially all it amounted to was a rebuttal for Yankee fans in an MVP argument. That's all it amounted to. Because at the end of the day, they crumbled it all up and threw it in the trash because they didn't get a ring. Because Aaron Judge didn't get them the most deserving fans in baseball, because Aaron Judge single-handedly didn't get them their World Series ring that they deserve. Aaron Judge is a piece of shit to Yankee fans. That's incredible.
I'm starting to think the Yankees have a toxic work environment.
Damn, dude. Did you see that story?
I saw people talking about the story.
Damn,
What
dude.
story?
Andy Martino had a fucking story, dude. It says, more than one Yankee player has told his agent this week that playing at the stadium last weekend was an unusually brutal experience. It was hard for many teammates to believe that fans booed Judge. Even a difficult person and underperformer like Josh Donaldson was turned into a somewhat sympathetic figure internally by the force of the jeering.
What?
Hold on. Now the clubhouse itself feels crushed under the weight of that brand. More than I've ever seen, players don't want to be Yankees. The team needs to find a way to change the message and tone. Though after all these years, doing so might be near impossible.
Well, they're an organ. It feels like they're searching. Like anytime you allow your brand to zoom out and try to tap into past failures of your brand against your most heated and spirited rival, there's a disconnect between what you want the brand to mean, how you want the brand to stand, what you want it to stand for. Like, what? Breaking news. Can't have that.
We got breaking news. It's not even baseball related. Tom Brady and Gisele are filing for divorce today.
Well, Gisele said, look, buddy, it's fucking third and long. You're gonna have to come up with some magic here. All right.
Damn.
Tom was like, look, Gisele, I hate to break it to you, but you're talking to the guy who was staring fucking 28-3 at halftime in the face. Okay.
Yeah.
If you think I'm not about a comeback, sweetheart, hold your fucking breath.
Yeah.
So what
Poor
happens?
Tom.
So what happens when you leave the team that raised you, that bred you for the world champion? That's what happens. So if Aaron Judge isn't careful, can end up like Tom Brady.
Well, Aaron Judge never won anything.
MVP?
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet. Stop that, Joseph.
Home run record for the Yankees, American League.
American League.
Segoy!
Yes. Oh. Well, that sucks. That sucks for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, it's if
gonna
they
be a
don't bring
great day
back
for
Judge, because we obviously saw the reports, the San Francisco Giants, Dallas, your favorite team growing up as a kid, the San Francisco Giants are saying that they will be the top bidders for Aaron Judge, and they will stop at nothing to become that top bidder. So
they need a face of a friend. They need a face. They need a face. Aaron Judge, buddy, less than 100 miles away from his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're gonna have to come correct because California taxes. I mean, you're cutting that fucking paycheck directly in half.
Yeah.
So you gotta come correct if you're the Giants. But hey, those fuckers have been printing money since 2010.
Yeah.
So they've got the depth as far as pocketbook goes to bring on Aaron Judge. They've got the depth.
Yeah.
And who knows? They might even be thinking, look, we've had a revolving door out in left field since Barry Lamar Bonds left. I mean, Aaron Judge plays right field. He plays a great center field. But there's a lot of reasons why Aaron Judge could find a real nice, comfy spot out there in the city by the bay.
I don't see it happening. I just think the Yankees have too much to lose not signing Aaron Judge. They have the most incentive to do it, and they're going to do it.
I don't know.
They'll give him $1 billion.
The Dodgers said that Mookie Betts would move back to second base so they could sign Aaron Judge. I don't know. If I'm Judge, it's like I'm getting up there in age. I want to get a title. I can't do it in New York. Could definitely do it in LA.
Well, that's the thing is if Judge goes to the Yankees, he's now or still, right, the guy on that club. He's going to need some support. He's going to need some help.
Wait a second.
Breaking news. Jesus.
Wait a second.
This guy. Get the soundboard away
Am
from this guy.
Am I seeing this correctly right now?
I don't know. What are you seeing?
Aaron Judge appears to have unfollowed the Yankees on Twitter and Instagram. You're telling me that's not breaking news, you fucking idiot? That is breaking news.
Jared, that's one more step. That's just one more step. I have to do this. Why? It's business. It's business.
Oh, I got more breaking news. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Dallas, you're going to lose your mind.
What is it?
Aaron Judge just followed the A's on Instagram.
No way.
Let's go. It means everything, boys. I don't know why you're not putting stock into shit like this, all right? Some people want to say that it's just business. No. We know the decisions like this don't get made without thinking it through, following your heart, understanding I have the chance to build something great, and I know exactly where I want to stick my shovel.
Oh.
He's coming home, baby.
Anybody? All I got to say is Oakland, closer to Linden than San Francisco. Judgy, hey, you need a spot? Maybe between Linden and Linden and Oakland? I got a little 3-bed piece for you right on the river in Stockton, California. Jump in the boat, boom, right to Howard Terminal very quickly. No traffic. Oh, buddy, let me tell you, and the folks out in the bleachers, left field, right field, holy fuck. The reception that Aaron Judge would receive in Oakland, the gavel's coming home, ladies and gentlemen. The gavel is coming home. So he followed the A's on Instagram, huh?
I doubt it. I mean, how depressing must it be to be an Oakland A's fan knowing that, like, you're not even considered in these sweepstakes?
You don't, Jared, you don't know that.
No, I do.
No.
No. Let's see. Yeah, it's too bad that he doesn't. I don't. There's probably a chance that he never followed the Yankees because he was never like an actual fan.
Yeah, I saw that he never. I just saw that. I read a tweet said that he never followed them in the first place. But we can't prove that. We can't go back in time and look at the following logs. Like, truth of the matter is, he follows the Athletics and he doesn't follow the Yankees.
Right. Hey, look, those are just facts.
And the Athletics just fired their hot dog vendor. They're clearing payroll.
They didn't fire the hot dog vendor. Jesus Christ.
That's what I saw.
Hal, the hot dog economist, is a PhD economist. Like, he's a smart dude. And he just said, hey, look, I think I could help out in some other areas as well as slanging weenies. So I'll essentially, we work this out here. I'll go slang fucking weenies for free, basically. If I have an in on the economist side of things, like, is there a fit here? Is there a landing spot for your boy here? Like, extra relish all day. Can I find it? And they just couldn't find a way to make that work, which means Hal, Hal's got to eat too. He spends his days making sure people eat. He's got to eat too.
He's like, yeah, what? There's no money. Why do we need an economist? There's no money to economize.
Joey, that's
in this franchise.
That's not accurate. That's a little fucked up.
They made a whole movie about it.
Buddy, they made a movie about the vending machine. All right. People forget that is basically a stoner movie. It's about usage. Yeah, it's about usage of the vending machines is what it's about. And like that moment where you're like, fuck! I don't have the extra 50 cents for this $1.50 soda.
Well, it's not going to be the same without Hal next year. I'm just going to say
no, it won't. No, it won't be. I can give me an A.
Hey,
what's that spell? It's my fucking favorite chant ever. And yeah, it kind of sucks because you can hear it very, very loudly, really from wherever Hal is in the ballpark. So if Hal's down the right field line and it's like the fifth inning, you'll hear the dun 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 dun, and then you'll hear Hal, Give me an A. What's that spell?
That's so fucking stupid.
It's phenomenal. It is one of the top 5 ballpark chants going. Give me an A. What's that spell? A's. That's fucking fantastic. Nobody does it better than Hal. Gonna miss you, Hal.
Yeah, too bad he got fired. The GameTime app, October baseball is here. Just had one of my friends at DK reach out. Big Phillies fan. Was at the clinching game, wants to go to the World Series. And I said, hey, you got to check out the GameTime app because October baseball is here. It's the World Series. The crowds are buzzing. And thanks to GameTime, it's easier than ever to be there in person. Jake and I use GameTime down in Seattle or up in Seattle, wherever that is geographically. We use GameTime for the NLCS in Philly. I don't know that we're going to be going to the World Series. I don't think that that's in the plans right now, but maybe. Because I want to go to Houston. No, I don't want to go to Philly. I want to go to Houston now. I don't want to go anywhere that I'm not wanted 100%. This is what David Price said when he was a free agent. He's like, I don't want to sign with a team that doesn't want me 100%. So that's how I feel about Philly. It wasn't 100%. GameTime is the fastest growing ticketing app that guarantees the lowest price on tickets to all your favorite sports, concerts, and shows. You can see the view from your seat in the app, and checkout takes less than 30 seconds. Download the GameTime app, create an account, use the promo code ROCKET for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that is promo code ROCKET for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the GameTime app. Last minute tickets. Lowest prices guaranteed. All right. World Series starts tonight. We only know the pitching matchup for, I mean, we can basically guess what the matchups would be, but only one matchup has been named. We know who the starters are. We know who the bullpens are. We know who the lineups are. Let's get some predictions out here. It's basically who has the balls to pick the Phillies.
It's basically what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, Joe's a big Phillies fan.
Duh. Do you want
Joe,
me
are
to
you
go
going to pick
first?
the Phillies? Yeah.
You know, I didn't know who I was going to pick, but then I saw Gene Segura go on a plane with his fucking uniform on.
Yeah.
Right?
And I said, how can you not pick these guys? Phillies! Oh! In 6 games.
Phillies in 6, baby.
I got JT Realmuto bringing home the MVP.
Ring the bell.
We're going to be climbing the poles, baby.
Joe
Let's
going Phils in 6.
Go Phillies. They just got the magic, man, and that's what it takes. They have the magic, the team of destiny.
You're trying to ring the bell all October, Joe?
I've been ringing the bell all October. My arm's getting sore, but it's the playoffs, bro, and I'm fucking...
He is jacking it.
Yeah. Listen, dude. Listen, do you know where the Constitution was created?
Yeah.
IKEA, right?
Mm-mm. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
How do they lose? They did the Constitution.
I
They
just
can do
figured
the
there's a
World Series.
lot of moving parts, a lot of ins and outs. There are a lot of... Yeah, Philly.
Philadelphia.
Okay, Phil's in 6 for Joe. Dallas?
It can't happen. It can't happen because it's Astros in 5.
Oh!
Yeah. That's right.
The Astros in 5.
That... Oh my God, is that Bobby Dynamite's music? That is.
Astros in 5.
Yeah, because they're a fucking train and they are steamrolling their way through October. Justin Verlander, the future Hall of Famer, will finally win a fucking game in the World Series.
Is it going to be game 1 or do you think it's going to be game 5?
It's going to have to be game 1.
Because if they don't win game 1, then...
Well, they've proven that they can win 4 straight in the playoff series.
They haven't proven they can lose a game and still win that series, and not this year.
Yeah, I've got to. I got to roll with the Houston Astros. They have an entire team chocked full of the experience necessary to be able to handle the emotion that's coming with the World Series. They know what it takes to win these tightly contested ball games on the biggest stage. I believe organizationally, they are as prepared for this moment as you could possibly be. And I just think that the resources favor the Astros too much to go another route.
Mm-hmm. With the roof closed.
Roof is closed. But the Yankees are not playing baseball, so that doesn't fucking matter.
Roof is closed.
Astros 5. Book it.
The wind can't save you now, dude.
Carrabis?
Jake, can you hear us right now?
Jake's in a meeting.
Jake is asleep right now.
Jake's 1,000% asleep. 1,000%. We're all waiting for that little microphone to click in the bottom corner. Not happening. We're all waiting for that image of Jake to pop up. Like, oh no, I was in a meeting. Not happening. Jake is balls deep in a nap right now. Just heavy thumb suck. Solid 3.5 ounce of drool right under the chin on the pillow. Fuck yeah. Wink at a like wrinkled face. Just a hard like
I'm not fucking sleeping.
He's not fucking sleeping. There he is. There's Jake.
There he is.
Jake, who you picking in this World Series?
I got the Phillies in 7.
The Phillies in 7.
Shit.
Ring the bell, Jake. We got 2 people going with the Phils, dude. The Phils.
Look out. The Phils are fucking doing it.
Yay, Phillies. Yay.
Let's go. Go Phils.
You should have seen I gotta show you this video.
Come on, Fightins.
Where is it? It pissed me off a lot because I really love this song, but what they did to my favorite song.
I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own.
That's a Red Sox song that they stole.
That's beautiful.
They stole it.
I think it's theirs now.
I guess.
Yeah, it's their October ballad. You got to play baseball in October to have one of those.
Yeah. I feel like there's no joy in picking the Astros.
No, so go the other way. I mean, I would love for us to fully ride with the Phillies as a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, you picked the Astros.
I did. Right. Because I'm smart.
You don't think the curse of Kyle Tucker is going to rear its ugly head in this one?
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't think Kyle Tucker. I mean,
what is that?
I love every minute of the mindset of the. I mean, it's just again, he's not even saying it. He's been blinded by their success.
He's getting
I don't
cocky.
know. Hopefully, we just win in 4 and make it easy as possible for us. But I mean, they're a really good team, so it might go a little longer. So I mean, we're hoping to get it out of the way early, but we'll see.
Imagine if Bregman said that. Like,
even in acknowledging that they're a really good team, he's saying like, hopefully we sweep them, but they're a really good team, so it might be 5 or 6.
Well, so he's like you're hearing dialogue from like the world's largest anaconda, who's like, yeah, no, I hunt crocodiles and shit. Like, no, you got the world's biggest yeah, that could be. I mean, it could I don't know, maybe problematic because he has teeth and shit, but Like, it's probably going to be over really quick. Like, I'm going to wrap this fucking thing up. I'm going to choke it, and I'm going to swallow it whole. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I know you guys are thinking, like, I don't know. This crocodile's got fucking huge teeth. Dinosaur. Like, you can't eat these things. And the anaconda's like, dude, I'm the fucking monster of the Amazon. Like, this thing has no shot.
Yeah.
It's cute. You're right. Sharp teeth and shit. Might wiggle a little, but it's going to go down. No problem. Ooh.
You know what?
Oh, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You know what?
Do it. Just so you can fucking ride. I know why you're doing it.
What do you mean?
And that's okay.
What do you mean?
That's okay. You got a couple drums you want to be. I'm gonna call you the little drummer boy here.
No, what
the
do you
little
mean?
the little Philly drummer boy. Come on. You want Kyle from Waltham?
It's the Phils, bro. It's the Phils in 7. The Phils in 7. Yeah, I got Phils in 7. I think it's going the distance. I got fucking Bryce Harper getting his first World Series title. I got Kyle from Waltham hitting 3 home runs, maybe knocking on the door of a World Series MVP. JT Real Muto doing the damn thing. Even Alec Boehm is going to contribute in this series. The Phils are going all the way. They're going to win the World Series in 7 games in Houston in front of a raucous crowd filled with Philly fans.
Filled with Philly fans.
I mean, think about like, dude, the Astros have been in the World Series. So the tickets to the Astros World Series are like $20.
Yeah, there's other shit going on.
They go every year. It's like we've been to like 20 World Series games. Not a big deal.
There's actually a rolling like a rolling caravan of West Texas bow ties and a collection of stirrups from the early 1800s that's making a stop through Houston during games 3, 4, and 5, or games 5 and 6, 7 or whatever the fuck. So yeah, if you're not busy, you could check that out or go to the Astros World Series game.
I guarantee if you live in Philadelphia, it's cheaper to get a plane to Houston and get a World Series ticket.
Probably, yeah.
100%. Phillies tickets are going for like $2,000.
Damn, bro.
Just to get in the building?
Just to get in the building, dude.
Damn.
It's a lot.
That doesn't even give you a hot dog. I mean, how many A's tickets can you buy with $2,000?
Oh, I never did a Citizens Bank chicken finger review. Citizens Bank chicken finger review. Fuck, man. They didn't stand out. They weren't bad. But they weren't great. Very middle of the pack chicken finger at Citizens Bank. Maybe even like a hair below, like a 5.
Below average.
Yeah.
Wow.
They weren't.
So shitty food in Philly. Okay.
Honestly, I'm giving the Citizens Bank chicken finger a 4.6.
So you're hoping that the Philadelphia baseball team can do what the Philadelphia concession stands couldn't do for you, and that's satiate the appetite.
Yeah. Yeah, the
All right, you heard it here from Jared. Worst concessions in Major League Baseball, Philadelphia Phillies, slightly better baseball team, which I don't know how much of an upgrade that is, Jared.
I listen, I only eat chicken fingers when I go to the ballpark, and they left a lot to be desired. They just did.
Well, they're not.
I wish they did a better job.
Chicken fingers yet.
No. Yeah, 4.6. 4.6
Maybe next
on
year.
the chicken finger.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I might change my pick.
No, you can't. You're a Phillies fan. What do you mean?
I love my Phils, but
No, you're confident. Come on, you're confident.
I'm an Astros fan, first of all. Like,
first and foremost,
I'm the only one who gives them any credit.
That's not true.
Where do let me ask you this. Well, let's just go through the checklist. Starting rotation, who do you give it to?
Dude, the Astros obviously beat the Phillies every single fucking category.
Oh, okay. All right, bullpen, who are we giving that to?
Astros.
Okay, all right. Starting lineup.
I'll give the Astros, but the past 2 weeks, the Phillies lineup it's just a different lineup, but still Astros.
And then depth.
Probably Astros.
And your pick to win the World Series was?
I want the team with the most heart. I want the team with the most heart, the most towels.
The most towels.
They had a player in his uniform in the plane.
I'm here for all of that. I'm here for all of that.
Schwarber. Remember to see Schwarber on the fucking mechanical bull?
It just, it feels like Kyle Tucker feels like they are the
Phillies are wasting their time.
It feels like Kyle Tucker knows that the team that they're playing was put into the wrong bracket. You know, like that travel tournament where you're like, how the fuck? Why are we playing these guys?
Yeah, but think about last year. Like the Braves of Philly, the Braves were the same thing. The Nationals, the same thing. We've been here before. We've seen the Astros play a team from the NL East who shouldn't be there. And every time that happens, they fucking lose.
Well,
simple math, guys.
Maybe this is the year, Joe.
I hope it is. I'm rooting for the Stros.
All right, let's go this route. Should the Astros take care of business here? Does that wipe away the past?
No.
The past transgressions?
No, I think it changes the course. I don't think it changes the past.
Yeah, I think that's a dumb thing. I mean, everyone knows the Astros were good. People are still going to hate. 2017 has nothing. There's 2 players from 2017 on the team still. 3 players. But no one's going to be like, well, they won it in 2022, so that proves it. They won it fair and square 5 years earlier.
Yeah, I have. I think it's going to be a good series. Or as far as the games played, I don't think that we're going to see ass beatings. I think we're just going to see tightly contested, good baseball games that don't go the way of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Even at home?
Oh, man.
Because you said 5 games, right? You said 5?
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's taking a couple early ones. They're not leaving Philly.
Damn. That means that every World Series, except for the 2013 World Series, was decided on the road this decade.
That's so wild.
Yeah. Well, was 2019? No team won a home game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
just
weird.
Fucking bananas to think about. I know. And it is. It's crazy to think that, yeah, Astros in 5 means they don't leave Philly, which means that Phillies fans have their hearts ripped out right in front of them. I love it because there's no reason why. And I'll say this. I say 5 games because I think that it could be just too much to overcome the wave of the Astros. But Joey, there's light there for the Phillies in my mind because of all of the energy bubbling again at the right time. Alec Boehm, you said it, Jared. He'll even factor in. Well, it's because he's started to factor in. And that's why you're getting the results you're getting, is because you're seeing some guys step up at a crucial time when maybe somebody else isn't getting that big hit. Well, okay, so didn't come in the top portion of the lineup or didn't come in the middle portion of the lineup, and you feel like that let up is happening at the bottom part of the, well, here this motherfucker is. So when you get little bumps like that from your lineup in spots that you might not have anticipated or weren't getting it from initially, this is where the next 7 days, 8 days, like, dude, if he can just keep doing that, that adds length to this lineup. That is somebody that wasn't previously factored in to doing damage that is now starting to yield results for the Phillies. And it could be one of those too little, too late type of scenarios where, hey, look, we didn't even factor this guy in. Maybe we didn't pay too much attention to having to neutralize Alec Boehm, but now here we are, and fuck, it might be a little too late. You'd hate for that to happen if you're the Houston Astros.
Yep. Well, Joe, are you sticking with the Phils, or you said you were going to change your pick?
Yeah, I got to stay with the Phils.
Yeah, dude. Smart.
I've learned my lesson picking against the Phillies.
Did you ever pick them?
No. No, I picked them in the wild card. Only one. I got them off on the right foot.
Yeah, I was the only one that had him beaten Atlanta. Here we are.
Here we are. And who picked him against the Padres?
Me.
Wow. It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
See, the Phillies just can't find any consistent love here. I think that's a problem.
All right. So that, I think when we all come together on the love, what could happen?
Well, I can't do that. I can't unite for the sake of Phillies fans.
Right.
You want to create a trifecta?
I mean, we basically already have it. Jake's third.
Jake.
The 3 J's, Jake, Joe, and Jared, all on that fucking fanatic wagon.
Yeah. I think it's going the distance.
Yeah, 7 was a strong pick. That is a strong pick.
I mean, if they beat him, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a dogfight.
Does Schwarber hit a leadoff homer?
In one of these games?
I'm putting money on it that he does it tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, head on over to the DraftKings Sportsbook where you can put $20,000. How much you putting on, Dallas? 20K? 50K?
50K?
I just
100K?
dabble, just a little astronaut.
So who's your MVP pick?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yearling. Yearling's looking good.
Yearling. Good value bet there.
Mm-hmm.
Good value play. I mean, I feel like Yordan Alvarez is an easy pick.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go with Kyle Tucker.
That would be very funny.
If he's the MVP.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bregman feels like it would be a pick. Mr. Pena could very well show up and do some
He'd been had
shit for
showing
the
up.
Stros.
Who won it for the CS for them? Was it Pena?
Yes.
Yep.
This is the rookie of the year.
Could be.
Rookie of the
I'll
playoffs.
go Yordan. I'm going to go Yordan.
Oof. Give me the lefty.
I got old Reese Hoskins.
The Sacktown Stinger.
Yeah.
Rise.
Yeah. I've seen plenty of World Series where the guy who doesn't exactly have the best statistical series wins the MVP.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I got Reese getting some big hits, getting some love. Joe?
Schwarber.
Schwarber!
I already said Realmuto, so I
Yeah.
apologize to the Realmuto family. But I'm switching over to Schwarbs.
The real Muto family is going to be rip shit.
Yeah, well, they could fucking talk to the hand.
Wow.
Talk to the
Talk
hand.
to the hand.
I don't want to hear it.
Jesus. Someone want to pick that up? I think that's 1992 college.
Yeah. The Real Muto family is pissed at Joe, but the McCormick family is in hell right now. They have their baby boy Chaz in the World Series representing the Houston Astros, but they are diehard Phillies fans.
Damn.
You can obviously, if they got like interviewed and the media's like, hey, who you rooting for in the World Series? Like, well, yeah, we want Chaz to win, baby bro. It's like, no. That dude, Chaz McCormick's brother, so badly wants the Phils to win the World Series.
You think so?
Yeah.
If your bro wins the World Series,
would you rather celebrate your brother's individual accomplishment, or would you rather feel like you won something?
Well, I feel like if your brother wins World Series, they like let you go to the parade. They give you like a cool
who cares
t-shirt. You get to
bro. I've been in a parade. Not that cool.
Yeah, but like maybe the McCormicks haven't been in one yet, so they want to, is it a win-win?
I would say if he were like a fan of any other team, then maybe you'd have a point, but he's a Phillies fan. There's no fucking way that he wants his brother to win the World Series more than he wants the Phillies to win the World Series.
Imagine that. Imagine that, having a brother and he makes it to the show and then it turns out he's a fucking cheater.
He wasn't on that team?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's just because he's on the team?
It doesn't matter, dude. He's a cheater.
Damn. Kind of harsh, don't you think?
And how about the Maytons? You know the Maytons?
Who?
Maytons?
Phil? You got one Philly Mayton. We got an Astros Mayton, band of brothers. I don't think either of them are going to be playing, but there you go. Fucking Phil Mayton punched the wall because did you hear that? He faced his brother last series. His brother got a hit.
That was played up. That wasn't. He didn't punch a wall because he gave up a hit to his brother. He was like explaining it like I spent the whole last month getting my ERA down, and then like I had one bad outing and it shot right back up. So I was mad.
Because why did it go up?
Because he gave up 3 runs.
Because his brother fucking got a hit off him.
Right.
So if you use the mathematical equation, he punched the wall because he gave a hit to his brother.
Right.
Like I said originally.
Yeah. Well, gotta talk to you about Freshly real quick. Getting back into normal routines feels great. Managing meal prep on top of all the end of summer hustle, not so much. Skip the mealtime stress with Freshly. Freshly's got lunch and dinner covered with fresh made meals delivered right to your door. And right now, for a limited time, you can unlock exclusive end of summer savings and get $125 off across your first 5 orders. I know Jake has Freshly for dinner every single night. I know that I mix it in multiple times a week because of the convenience. 3 minutes and you're done. And you're not sacrificing any of the nutrition for the convenience of it. Get delicious, nutritious, prepared meals delivered right to your door, fresh, not frozen, and ready to enjoy in just 3 minutes. No cooking, no dishes, no trips to the store. Freshly fits your lifestyle with plans tailored to every dietary preference. Choose from their signature collection or try their many gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, carb-smart, and calorie-conscious menus. Always perfectly portioned, whether you're shopping for one or for the whole family. Skip the grocery shopping and dirty dishes without relying on frozen dinners or takeout. Meals arrive cooked and fresh every single week, so there's always something new to try. And now you can try Freshly and lock in huge savings across your first 5 orders. Having one less thing on your plate has never tasted so good. Take advantage of Freshly's end of summer sale and score a special deal, $125 off your first 5 orders at freshly.com/Jared, Jared, when you order today. That is freshly.com/Jared, freshly.com/Jared for $125 off your first 5 orders. All right, predictions are in. Jake, who is your World Series MVP?
I got Schwarbs.
Schwarber.
Good pick.
Couple Schwarbers, a Hoskins, and a Jordan Alvarez.
I cannot believe I am the lone Astros selector here.
Bro.
It's kind of embarrassing, yeah.
All right.
You can't believe that?
I mean, I can't. It's clear. Each and every one of you have said, yeah, Astros better across the board. Astros probably have a better chance. I'm going Phillies.
At least I went Phillies in 7.
Sure. Okay.
I'm giving it up to what I'm telling you with Phillies in 7, what I'm telling you with that pick is that the Phillies are going to hang with them. And game 7 is just like a coin flip.
Happen. Sure.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Because I go back to my point earlier about, the Astros haven't lost a game, but it's not like they're absolutely mauling teams. They've been very close.
Down to their competition. They were playing down to their competition.
Do you think that they were showing mercy to their opponents?
Doing just enough. You know?
You think they haven't fully flexed?
A cat with a mouse. In an open area. Like, mouse has nowhere to run. Cat doesn't have to deliver the death blow immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Can have a little fun.
Do you think that they are
batting them around? Bat.
You think that the Astros are toying with teams?
To an extent, they were. Because it's almost like we're going to roll out the out-getters. Those pitchers are pretty fucking good. So we'll just keep batting you with those guys. Bat. And you're going to keep fighting back with your pitchers. But our death blow, the huge swat or that crunch down on the neck is the rest of the lineup, is our offense as the Astros. So we're going to swat you around, play a little catnip ball with you. And then when it's our turn, yeah.
Do you think it's funny that after all the back and forth between the Mets and the Braves this year, that the Phillies are the team that's in the World Series?
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
The NL East is over.
Yeah, it's a hang with them, man. That's
not lost
so much
on
talk
me.
about the division being won or lost by either one of those teams and who was going to do it. And the Phillies just stood idly by. So we're just going to keep playing baseball. We'll let you guys battle it out. You know, division, blah, blah. Look, they're letting everybody in the postseason these days. So we're just going to take one of those tickets and we'll meet you at the same spot. It's basically like flying Southwest, right? You go business select or you go, well, what is it? Anytime or get me there or whatever, like the 3 levels. So Astros are just like, it's just fucking business select for us per usual. No problem. Phillies were like, well, fucking, I don't know. What's going on? What are you doing tomorrow? Fuck, we'll get on a plane right now. Fuck yeah. Anytime fare. Book it. We're going to the same spot, right? I got no problem. I can board last. Group D.
Well,
what's your loading? D69? Yeah, no problem. We're going to the same place, right?
It's an interesting point. The Phillies haven't won shit. Phillies haven't won shit this year. If they don't win this series, it was all for nothing. They didn't even get the division. They don't even get any. They don't get nothing. Empty handed.
I'm saying what they spent on their plane ticket though, return on investment, pretty decent.
What do you mean by they have like the 3rd highest payroll in the league?
No, I was just talking about them.
Oh, the fake planes. I'm talking about the real cash.
Yeah, I'm talking about fake planes. The Phillies, the Mets and the Braves. Those were the folks who bought the first class ticket.
Yeah, we're going first class. Yeah, well, we deserve it.
Like,
we're champions.
we're boarding first. Our meal first. Like no. And the Phillies were like, "Fuck, dude, no problem."
Well, I just want everyone to realize
we'll get on the back of the plane, and we're going to the same spot. But it looks like what happened is the Braves and the Mets didn't realize that plane was heading to Burbank, California, where you're allowed to deplane from the back. And guess who was first off? The fucking Phillies.
There you go. They were hiding in the luggage bay.
Mm-hmm.
Phillies snuck in. But I just want everyone to know, like, the Braves are still the world champions right now.
As of right now, defending world champions, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do not forget that.
That is a fact.
And the Phillies haven't won anything. What is the term? They all look the same in the box score the next day. The Phillies don't win this series. They're still losers. Didn't win the division. Didn't win 90 games. Didn't win the World Series. That's what it's going to look like in the box score.
Damn.
Just a losing season.
It's quite a picture you've painted for the Phils.
Yeah, now I want to switch my pick. You got me pissed about the Phillies.
You can't. You're locked in.
Well, good luck to you, gentlemen.
Hey, good luck to you too.
Yeah.
You're going to need it.
Yeah.
Verlander's going 6 1/3 strong, 2 runs tonight, 9 punchies.
Verlander's going to look nice for 6 innings, then give up 1 bad home run. And the line is
he's giving up
ugly.
the pop early to Schwarber. I told you, lead off homer. Schwarber's going to ride him out the yard early. Boom. There's the blemish. And then it's going to be a fucking just a frothy mouthed Justin Verlander after that. Snarling his way through 6 1/3 innings, giving his team a chance to win.
I'm feeling the Schwarber leadoff home run game 4. I think the two teams are going to have to settle in tonight. They've had a lot of off days. They're going to be settling in the offense. The sticks are going to be a little cold at first, but
yeah,
that one deciding blow is just going to, I think I can just see Verlander having a great game and that one mistake. And we all know in the World Series, one mistake could fuck your whole season.
Yes, it can.
There's hundreds of thousands of plays a year in Major League Baseball, and you go to the World Series, and one of those plays can completely erase all 100,000 plays. Is that kind of crazy?
Is that crazy?
Isn't that kind of crazy? How one play can be worth thousands of plays in terms of how much they affect the season.
Yeah.
The leverage.
It all makes a difference.
So high right now. The pressure.
I can feel it.
All right. Game 1 of the World Series tonight. We'll be back. When will we be back, Jake? What are we doing here? What's the plan?
I mean, I think we want to do recaps after each game, so we could either be back tonight or tomorrow.
I guess we'll be back tonight.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Either we'll do one after game 1 or the next day. We'll figure it out. Check your iTunes feed, Spotify, where the fuck you listen to podcasts. We'll be back. All right. Enjoy game 1. See ya.
Game 1 on deck. Wow.